Hello everybody, I am Bug. Welcome to my channel, and today I am going to be going through my art school portfolio because I am a senior in high school right now, and it is getting close to the time of the end of the year, so I think it's the right time to go through this. Alright, so I applied to 3 main art schools, or these are the only ones that I actually applied to. So I applied to MICA, Maryland Institute College of Art. I was accepted, and I got a $28,000 total scholarship, and I got an about $8,000 on my Pell Grant. For MCAD, I was accepted, $28,000 total scholarship, and I got the laptop scholarship, and finally CC8D, I got $26,000 total, and I decided to go with MICA over all these. MICA was the first one that I applied to, and it was by far the easiest, in my opinion, to apply, and yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this first one. This is a self-portrait that I had to do. For the MICA portfolio process, you had to do a required self-portrait, so that's what I did for this. Now, the sketch on the top, or the 2 figures on the top, I showed the sketch for it in the last video. I will show it if I can find it, or if I feel like putting it up. But this piece is supposed to represent me sort of derealizing with my art, and then getting dropped back into it in sort of reality whenever stuff happens, you know? Like adulting, I guess, even though I'm not even 18 yet. So, second one, this is a simple character turnaround of this little handsome devil right here, and it's my persona. Very minimal shading. I think the only thing I really did was the hair and the under the bangs. Now this piece I actually showed in my last video. It was the comic with Bug and Tasha the boy, which I was very adamant about last video. And then I showed the process in my portfolio of the making of the comic. This comic, I can't remember if I already said it, but I had an original sketch, and then I made this process sketch of me like revamping it, you know. And yeah, this piece was by far probably my strongest piece, in my opinion. I took this was the reference photo for this was taken on the way to a funeral. Not funny, but yeah, I took a video of the way there, and then I took a screenshot, and then I drew it on digitally, and did it as like background practice. This piece I did also as sort of a background practice. This is my childhood home, or the hallway of my childhood home. Little two bedroom, the tiny house, itty bitty house. So it kind of holds some like meaning to me, and that's mainly why I put it in there, and what I put in the description of my thing. This is the lore piece of my OCs. Bug, and then, yeah. The perspective could have done some work, I guess. This was one of my first times doing like a harsh, well, sort of harsh perspective. Or dynamic, I guess. And, yeah. This is one of my, yeah. Figures, or no. Here's another perspective piece. I did this piece for a class, my English class, because we were doing like this apocalyptic narrative thing, and we had to draw pictures of a scene. And so this girl and her dog that she found are in a motel, like, reception area, and she put up a tarp to hide the window, and she got injured while looking for supplies, so she's putting in like medicine on her wound. These are some figures, very basic. They could have done some work. I wasn't good at figures to begin with, so I had a really short time to do that. Anyway, then the next one, did this for my art class. Not too much to say about it. It's realism. It's observational. And then some sculptures. This is a wolf. The wolf was mainly made out of air dry clay. The only thing that was like not air dry clay was the tail. And that's because I wanted it to like be as like a weight to hold, to keep it standing. And then the fur I got from like the dollar store. And yeah. And I used armature to keep it all together. I did the arms separate, so I just super glued them on. This piece is very similar. My character's in the way, but the antennas, I used wire. It's made out of air dry clay. The canvas, it's regular canvas. I used watercolor on it. And I entered this into a local art show, and I got second place on it in the mixed media portion. Which, yeah. This, I made this back in my sophomore year of high school. It's a leopard shark. And I also entered this into the local art show for that year, and I got first place in sculpture. This piece was made out of paper mache. Here is the final piece. Okay, so this is the Apple Core trend that was going around, and I did it with two of my characters, Bug's parents, and I just thought it was cute, so I just put it in here. Alrighty, now that is the end of the portfolio. I wanted to make this video because I remember going through videos upon videos of art school portfolios, and there were very few that sort of showed this kind of style I was going for, and most of it was like painting majors, you know, and not like cartoony stuff. Nothing that was like, you know. So I just thought I'd put in my 2 cents, and I just made the video. Maybe it'll help somebody else out who's trying to get accepted to one of these art schools. And that's the end of the video. Bye!